Hello guys, so today we're starting Unit 3, Lesson 6, okay, page 68, open your books. A bungalow, a skyscraper, a log cabin, a lighthouse, a barn, a goat, a rooster, a bull, to crow, to bray, a goose, geese, geese is the plural, okay, this has an irregular plural, a donkey, a penthouse, to breed, a breed, to brighten, bright, to hatch, a scarecrow, to bleed, a bee, a hive, to scare, a coop, a chick, a cockerel, recognizable, to honk, to buzz, to moo. Okay, let's go to the explanations. A bungalow, people, is normally a small house, not necessarily small, but normally small, and it only has one floor, okay, one story. A skyscraper is a very high building, okay, but very, very high. A log cabin is a cabin, a small construction made of wood. A lighthouse is a construction, it's normally a high construction with a very bright light on the top. Okay, it is used to guide ships. They are normally on the coast, on the shores, or on islands. A barn is a farm building that the farmers use to store grains, to store their produce, and sometimes during winter also to shelter their animals. A goat is an animal that has a horn, okay, a little beard, and goat milk is very popular among people who are allergic to cow milk. A rooster is the male bird of the chicken, okay? A rooster is the bird that wakes us up in the morning, okay? Sorry. A bull is the male of the cow. To crow, guys, is the sound that roosters do. So roosters crow in the morning to wake us up. To bray is the sound that donkeys do. A goose, which has the irregular plural geese, is an animal, it's a big bird, and they are very popular because they are very territorial. So many people use geese to protect their houses, their properties. And there's a fable where a goose, a female goose, lays goat eggs. A donkey is an animal that is very famous for being stubborn. Okay, it's Shrek's best friend, is a talking donkey. A penthouse is the last apartment on a building. Normally it has more than one floor, 2 or 3 floors, it's called a penthouse. To breed, people, is to grow animals. Okay, we don't say to grow animals, we say to breed animals. Okay, we use grow up for people, grow for things, and breed for animals. A breed is a specific type of animal. For example, a very popular breed of dogs is the poodle, okay? To brighten means to bring light to a place, to brighten. And bright is the adjective. To hatch, people, is the moment that a little bird is being born, okay? Is when they are cracking the egg, okay? To to the world. A scarecrow is a big doll that farmers put in their harvest, okay, to scare the birds that come to eat their produce. To bleat is the sound that sheep and goats produce. A bee is the small animal, the small insect that produces honey. A hive is the house of the bee. To scare, you already know. A coop, people, is where we can breed, is a construction, normally made of wood, where we breed chickens, okay, and roosters, of course. A chick is the small chicken, okay, when they are born they are called chicks, when they are still very young. A cockerel is a young rooster. Recognizable is something that can be easily recognized and similar to Portuguese. To honk is the sound that geese produce. To buzz is the sound that bees produce. And to moo is the sound that cows make. Cool? So, let's repeat. He hasn't bought that bungalow because although it had 5 rooms and was spacious, it had only 1 floor. The donkey, goose and goat lived in the barn. However, the roosters and chickens lived in the coop. Bees make honey in their hives and can fly about 90,000 miles during their lives. In 2019, the highest skyscraper is in Dubai. It is 828 meters tall, and the most expensive penthouse is in Monaco, valuing $387 million. Her dream is to breed chicks, but she doesn't know when the chicks will hatch. The bull kicked the scarecrow, thinking it was a real person. The log cabin and the lighthouse are very recognizable types of buildings. Very good. Now, people, let's go to the let's practice part. In the let's practice, people, I will read the answers, okay? So if you want to pause to read it to yourselves before or after it doesn't matter, okay? Do it. It's good that you can practice, okay? So, what could you do to brighten someone's day? I could maybe prepare some coffee to brighten someone's day. Or I could buy flowers to brighten someone's day. Okay? Do you think that breeding geese would be an easy thing to do? No, I don't think that breeding geese would be an easy thing to do. Why do farmers use scarecrows? Farmers use scarecrows to scare birds so they don't eat the seeds in their crops. What tourist place from around the world is instantly recognizable? A tourist place from around the world which is easily recognizable is the Great Wall of China, the Eiffel Tower, the Christ the Redeemer. There are many places. What are some examples of farm animals? Some examples of farm animals are goats, geese, roosters, donkeys, sheep, bulls, and cows. Will Paul have been living in his New York penthouse for over 6 months by Christmas? Yes, Paul will have been living in his New York penthouse for over 6 months by Christmas. Can you tell me what you need to do To look after a chick. To look after a chick, you need a clean place for it to live, with clean water, food, and a temperature of 35 degrees Celsius when they are very young. What does the year of the rooster mean in the Chinese calendar? The year of the rooster in the Chinese calendar means punctuality and honesty. Do all living things hatch? No, not all living things hatch. Only those that come from an egg, such as birds and some reptiles and insects. What type of thing scares you the most? The thing that scares me the most is heights. You can say here, people, I don't know, maybe spiders, snakes, monsters, okay? Do you live in a bungalow? No, I don't live in a bungalow. Where can you find many log cabins? You can find many log cabins in ski resorts and in towns and villages in the mountains. Do chickens sleep on the floor in their coop? No, chickens don't sleep on the floor in their coop, but they sleep on a platform above the ground. What is the purpose of a lighthouse? The purpose of a lighthouse is to show boats and ships who are at the sea, where land is, with a rotating light so they do not collide with it. What are donkeys traditionally thought as? Donkeys are traditionally thought of as being stubborn animals. If you saw your teacher when she was older, do you think she would be recognizable to you? Yes, if I saw my teacher when she was older, I think she would be recognizable to me. What sound does a donkey make? A donkey makes a braying sound like this. I won't do that, guys, okay? What sound does a bee's wings make? A bee's wings make a buzzing sound like this. I won't make this either. Do geese moo? No, geese don't moo, but they honk. What sound does a cockerel make? A cockerel makes a crowing sound. What type of hotel room do you prefer? I prefer a bright and well-decorated hotel room. Does it sometimes look like one star is shining brighter than the others in the night sky? Yes, it sometimes looks like one star is shining brighter than the others in the night sky. What happened to Emily? Why is she crying? Emily is crying because she's scared of the bull. Do some farmers pay a lot of money for a bull so they can use it for breeding? Yes, farmers pay a lot of money for a bull so they can use it for breeding. Have you ever heard a rooster crow early in the morning? Yes, I have heard a rooster crow early in the morning. What type of dog breed would you like as a pet? I would like the poodle breed of dog as a pet. I wouldn't, people, but... If you lived on a farm, would you hear cows mooing and goats bleating? Yes, if I lived on a farm, I would hear cows mooing and goats bleating. Did you know that cockroaches crow in the morning because their body clocks tell them to, and not because of the sun rays? No, I didn't know that cockroaches crawl in the morning because of their body clocks tell them, and not because of the sun rays. How long can a donkey live for? A donkey can live for more than 50 years. Did you know that, people? I didn't. Okay, in this question, people, there is an auxiliary does. Okay, it doesn't fit there, it's wrong. Please cross it out. The correct is, how long can a donkey live for? Okay, people, this is the new content for today. And in a few minutes, I will send you some homework. Okay? So, thank you very much. Study, keep studying, and don't forget, as soon as our lessons are back, we are going to have the mid test. Okay? Bye-bye.